welcome to My Garage Rules tonight. Well, tonight we've come somewhere special to check out this magnificent car behind us. And I tell you what, it's a beautiful car, and I'll have to get these guys to tell you a little bit more about it because there's a huge story behind it. So we've got Jeff. How are you, Jeff?
Good, thanks.
We've got Gareth. How are you, Gareth?
Good, mate. Good.
And we've got Tim here tonight. How are you, mate?
G'day, how are you?
Good. So, guys, tell us a little bit about why we're seeing this beautiful car tonight.
There's a mate of ours who's doing it pretty tough with cancer and chemo at the moment. And a couple of months ago, one of the friends in our sort of group had this idea of all getting together and buying a car for him that he was very passionate about. He'd been driving it around, borrowing it from his nephew and getting a lot out of it. And so Jamie came up with the idea, put a post on Facebook, and it just took off.
Well, that's the best way to get things out there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Through Facebook.
Yeah. I think on the back of a discussion with Tim here, Jamie messaged me and said, what about if we resprayed it and did it up?
Oh, wow.
And I sort of said, you're nuts, it's never going to happen. We've only got a week.
Yeah. Jeez, hang on, sorry, a week to put this car together. So we'll mention too, it's a 67 Impala, is that right?
67 Chevy Impala, as you can see behind us.
Oh, wow.
And it was in good nick, but it wasn't in great nick. So I think Jamie spoke to Tim here and to Wayne down at the, what's Wayne's business called?
Adelaide Auto Refinishes.
Thank you. I'll get it one
That's
day.
all right, at our age you tend to lose memory.
Yeah.
And everything else.
Multiple times. Talk to them, and Tim can tell you a little bit more about that discussion.
If we get 180 people together to pitch in $100, we can buy a car.
Yeah.
And within 3 weeks, you have 1,000 people.
That's crazy.
Putting in their time and money.
Yeah.
It's quite crazy.
Was it a lot of the car community, like car enthusiast people, or was it just anybody?
No.
Just
Paul,
friends of Paul. Yeah.
Wow.
Paul's background is the nightclub and live event and music industry. Yeah. It was people that first met Paul 35 plus years ago through to people that have only met him a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And we ended up with, like I said, more than 1,000 people in the group. There was 400 odd people that made direct financial contributions to it. Some people could only afford to chip in 10, 15, 25 bucks. A couple of people chipped in quite a bit more because they had the means to do it. But as Tim kept reinforcing, and Jamie, it wasn't about how much you could put in. It was about being a part of it.
Yeah, just
and
the
so
whole
we were
thing.
down here for a couple of nights at Wingard, and then a couple of days and nights at Wayne's place, and then back here to do the polish off. Sometimes there was 25, 30 people here polishing chrome and fixing door trim.
I've got to point out, it's a beautiful colour, by the way. It's fantastic. So,
Thank you, Wayne.
Yes.
he picked the colour.
Oh, did he really? Yeah. Oh, wow. And so was the interior like that, or was something? Yeah. What happened there?
The interior was pretty much as it is.
Yep.
Like Paul's nephew had already done the interior up quite a few years ago, and that had stayed in pretty good condition. Yeah. But the car had been living outside for 5 years, and so the outside of the car was not in the best condition. It had some panel work. And Jamie contacted me and said, mate, I'll polish the car, we'll detail it here, we'll give it back to him, and it'll be all Mickey Mouse. He sent me photographs of the car.
Stripped.
That's where that idea fell apart. I literally said, you cannot polish this car.
It's got to be
beyond
painted.
that.
Yeah.
And I said, look, I think I know a guy. I said, I think we can get this car painted. And as Gareth said, he goes, mate, we've got like 2 weeks. And I said, got less than that, because I'm going to Tasmania for a week on a motorbike, and I don't get back till Saturday night.
Jeez.
And I spoke to Wayne, and I said, mate, I need a car painted, and I need it done for virtually nothing, and I need it done in 4 days. And he's like, geez, you know what you've got yourself in for? And I'm like, well, it's what you've got yourself in for. Because if you say yes, you're in all the way. And he said yes. And from then on, literally the car, Paul was driving the car on a Sunday at lunchtime. 3 hours later, it was here at Wingard. The following Monday was the Adelaide Cup, long weekend.
That's right, remember that,
So a lot of people had the day off. So we had 20 people come here all day and night, strip the car, sand it back, and we were aligning panels. The hood scoop came off and was completely remodelled and remoulded and reattached to the car. It wasn't just a cursory wave of the thing. The gun.
Well, didn't the mirrors have to get someone bought mirrors in from the States or somewhere at short notice? It was just a massive project.
One of those things where you see like an overhauling type show and you think, There's no way that happens in a week.
No, that's crazy.
And you know, literally it doesn't.
And you've done it in a week, and it's crazy. But
in 6 days, we gave him back the car on the Saturday night following at 7 p.m.
And you've done an amazing effort. So we've got to ask the ugly guy at the end there. So what's your involvement there, Jeff?
Well, I knew Tim, but I didn't know Gareth, and I didn't actually know Paul. But I knew a guy called Phil, and Phil rang me up and said, hey, look, there's this thing going to be happening with this car, a bit like an overhauling thing. I'm a mechanic, you might want to be involved. So it was actually Adelaide Cup weekend, and you were actually around at my house, and I got the phone call from Phil.
Right. Yeah.
And Phil said, hey, we're starting to work on a new parlour. I'm like, oh, that's happening. So I popped around here, and we've mentioned it a couple of times over the thing. We could feel the love. Yeah. Like, you got there, and everyone was like, banding together, and one person was doing this, another person was doing that, and Gareth brought around the Coronas. and
then the love just flowing.
Sorry, in responsible, fashion.
Yeah, we only had one each. You couldn't help but be pulled into it, could you?
It was like I saw it, and I just started, I'll do that, and I'll do that, and I'm going, I'm in. So I was there Monday, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday till 1:30 a.m. Back again Saturday, and then we filmed the car getting driven down to the Thebby.
So who did the motor and everything? Who did the engine?
I
well?
did the plugs and the leads, just made it run a little bit nicer sort of thing. But everybody just did, like on the final assembly night, I thought, all right, well, I'll do the boot. Yeah. And somebody else did the left door and somebody else did the right door. And, we had like some of the girls here just polishing. Yep. You pick up a part, that needs a bit of work. Can you polish that for me? And they just sit there and they just polish.
Wow, that's crazy.
Come back. It was just, everybody could... they had like a skill set, and they just did what they could.
Yeah, we had kids here, 6, 7, 8, 10 years old, working on bits of the car, polishing, cleaning, and all that sort of stuff. It was a real family affair at times.
When you donate money to a charity, you see the money go off, and then you see you see a news story about the positive results and all the rest of it, which is all fantastic. I encourage people to do it. But this gave a whole bunch of us a chance to do something that we could see tangible results. We saw. I'm going to tear up in a minute again. We saw. Mate, I've never seen so many grown men cry in one place. When we did the handover at Thebby, there was about 350
actually,
people.
That's what I was going to say. So what was it like with the handover? Was it a quite emotional moment?
Absolutely. Just unforgettable. There are people who say it was the best night of their lives and all the rest of it, but I've never been in a situation where 340, 350 people come together with a single aim like that, all about making one person feel good.
That's crazy.
There was a picture that was framed, and it's got the car with a sunset backdrop, and it says, "Some people give a get well card, we give a get well car."
Oh, fantastic!
And all these people get together. Everyone was in tears. The looks on Paul's face when he realised what was going on. And when he saw the car and
probably
saw
thought
under
it was
the
being
bonnet,
punked.
it was. We had paramedics on site just in case it was
We're running a sweep
unbelievable.
to see, is he going to pass out? Is he just going to fall over, or is he going to cry? What's going to happen? And
well, I know he's watching you guys doing this little interview at the moment. I'm going to give him a big hug as soon as we finish. But I tell you what, guys, I think you've done an amazing effort, and for all those people that obviously couldn't be here tonight to have a chat about the car and everything, do you want to just thank quickly a few people?
Oh, look, I haven't got you guys haven't got the airtime, and I haven't got the list of names to remember everyone, and I won't remember all the names. But Tim, Jamie, Wayne, Jeff, Phil DeVito,
Georgie,
all the people that
Chris,
brought. The guys at Thebby, the guys from Novatech, the food van people, everyone that helped set up the event, pack up, all the people that helped. There was half a dozen craft breweries around town and a couple of wineries that donated drinks that could be sold when we did the handover at Thebby. So everyone that was involved with it, everyone who contributed financially, directly or indirectly, or donated time, or just sent good love messages because they couldn't be a part of it directly. Cannot say thank you enough, because anyone who's seen Paul driving around in the car over the last couple of weeks or knows him personally and has seen the effect that it's had on him.
Oh, absolutely.
It's had a direct physical effect because the doctors are happy. He's loving it.
And he's far less annoying now.
Well, he's not in our faces all the time, dropping around saying, "Look at my nephew's car."
I know.
Well,
can't say thank you enough to everyone that was involved.
Well,
seriously,
I've known him for quite a few years, and he's a humble bloke, and he's larger than life, and I'm sure he appreciated everything you guys did, and you got big hearts, you guys, and everybody out there that helped you out as well, and we really appreciate you taking the time to show us the car and just tell us a little bit about the spirit, the Aussie spirit, and the guy, I'm going to get emotional myself, but my daughter had cancer as well, so I know what it's like. So hats off to you guys. You're number one in our book, so
Good on you.
thank you very much. And there you go, guys. So thank you, and we'll get back to you. And thanks again. That's awesome.